Alrighty, so today I'm going to talk about some nutritional tips that you can use to ensure that you're optimizing your health during the winter seasons. First and foremost, we have to look at how much we're eating compared to how much activity we are doing. Oftentimes, we start to decrease the amount of activity that we do on a daily basis during the winter because we're spending a little bit less time outside doing fun things like walking, running, or riding our bike. So if we find ourselves being less active throughout the day, we actually need to decrease the amount of calories that we intake at any point in time. Again, calories are energy. So if we're expending less energy throughout the day, we don't need to take in as much energy either. However, if you feel like you're just replacing your current activities, if you're still going outside, going for outdoor runs, or if you're running on a treadmill instead, you can continue to eat just as you were before. Sometimes the foods that we are eating also needs to change. Think about what's in season at any point in time. During the summer, we have these awesome kind of sugary fruits that are available to us. Lots of berries, kiwis, peaches, nectarines, awesome stuff like that. However, if you think about the winter seasons, those things aren't really in season anymore. Obviously, with modern agriculture and trade, we can get those things from elsewhere in the world, but they're not really in season for us. So start to think about what typically stores well for long periods of time in the cold. So start thinking about some of those rooty vegetables or rooty starches. Things about potatoes, sweet potatoes, celery, carrots, things like that. If you were to have a cold storage room in your basement, what holds really well in there that can last you through the winter? And of course, supplements can be extremely important during the winter. There are two big ones that I really recommend. The first one being vitamin D. The sun is our primary source of vitamin D, and obviously during the winter, we don't get too much of that anymore. And vitamin D is absolutely essential for many of our body's functions, and a decrease in vitamin D can also lead to seasonal depressive disorder. So I would absolutely recommend getting a liquid vitamin D, and you can take anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 international units of that per day, and you can't really overdose on vitamin D. The other supplement I would recommend would be omega-3. Omega-3 is very good for us year-round, but especially good for us in the winter. Our skin is really harshing the elements during the winter. It gets very dried out due to that dry weather out there. Omega-3 helps with the nutrition of our skin, making sure that our skin doesn't dry out or crack, and it can help hold up against those wintry elements. So think about those 4 nutritional tips as you start getting into the winter season. Just when you thought it was over, you get 2 more surprise tips to help make you thrive during the winter season. First and foremost is staying hydrated, drinking at least 8 glasses of water per day. In the winter, we experience a lot more dryness in our environment than we do in the summer. So staying hydrated is going to make sure that our hands don't get cracked and our lips don't get chapped. Drinking that extra water is just going to make sure our skin and our organs stay hydrated so that we don't suffer during the winter season. Another supplement that I really recommend is vitamin C. Vitamin C is an immune boosting supplement, so it's going to help you fight off any colds or flus that come into your house, especially if you have any younger kids in school or kids in daycare.